The views expressed by guests are their own, and their appearance on the program does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. Views and opinions expressed by Hotep Jesus are those of Hotep Jesuses and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Hotep Nation or any of its officials. If you have any questions about this disclaimer, please contact our Office of General Counsel via the sheet of account. And Hotep and good.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of Hotep Nation. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of the happenings on the streets, be they the Twitter streets, the YouTube streets, or the streets of Exton, Pennsylvania, may not be disseminated without express written consent from Hotep Nation. If you can't come up with your own award shows, show segments, merch, or other product ideas, just give us a call. Hotep Nation is more than happy to help you grow your brand if the price is right. But stop stealing our shit. Come up with some original ideas or cut the check. Or at least drop a super chat. Damn. You really think we don't know you're watching?
Welcome to the 4th annual Grifties and the first ever live Grifty Awards. And now for your hosts, Uncle Hotep and Hotep Jesus.
Yo, no George, but I can't even breathe in this joint.
That's fucked up. He working on that Coon of the Year award.
Black people, am I right?
We've got some great categories tonight, including athletes.
We'll say what's up to your dad.
Seasons COVID-19.
Who did you want? Hamlin? Hamlin's a sleeper. Hamlin's a sleeper.
Female, musical, celebrity, people's political grifty, the Hall of Fame, and a surprise category.
Y'all see we professional. We got the teleprompter and shit. And of course, the one everyone is waiting for, Grifter of the Year award.
From podcasts to movies.
DJ Protocol.
Yeah, DJ, that's the time to do it.
This is not a grift. I really think Lil Nas X is a gay demon.
How dare you?
Unlike most modern award shows, none of these women have penises.
Women shouldn't speak anyways.
Y'all picked the blackest room for a black. Paint the walls white so I can see y'all next time.
All coons looking like to me.
Some of you white people too. Some of y'all look like you came from 8 Mile.
We're halfway through, no one's been shot yet.
But I'm gonna say at the Grifty Awards, there's only one person more arrogant, more self-assured than me, and that's Hotep Jesus.
Grifter of the Year.
Clap it up for old Uncle Hotep.
Hopefully my kids will watch this and be inspired and stuff like that.
Fuck them kids.
I'm looking for my wallet. I'm like, oh, thank God he didn't take it. Thank God.
They got the old men out here debating. Grift Report starts right now.
2, 1, boom. Hotep Jesus.
Of all the Jesuses I know, he's the Hotepiest. Social scientist and YouTube host, Hotep Jesus.
How the fuck do you get a name like Hotep Jesus?
The one and only Hotep Jesus.
Ryan Sharp, better known to the world as Hotep Jesus.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Somebody said, what do you think you are, some kind of Hotep Jesus?
Ooh,
and
that's
I was
good.
Just like, ooh, that's sexy. Yes, I do think I'm Hotep Jesus.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to the Grift Report, live Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm your host at Grift God.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
You're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Hotep to the chat. Hotep to the Hotep Stannies.
Hotep.
What's up, fam? Who the hell is this calling me? Hold on. I forgot to reset the goal here. Hold on. Let's reset this. Technically, that should have worked. All right, there we go. It's Thursday, Hotep Thursday. We are back. Roll call. It's roll call time. Who's in the chat? Jabari Judah, Sauce the Prophet, Bro Godzilla, Tim Taylor, Strong Dad, Heather, Montoya, Dre Brown, Rudy the Vet, Russo, Hotep Daxter, Hotep Shalom, Steph Colonel, Haram Life Podcast, our sister podcast. Make sure y'all tune in. DJ Protocol, and of course, Jay Pylon. What's up, fam? How's everybody doing, man? It's Hotep Thursday. It's Debate Thursday. We got a lot to cover today. And Jelly is in the chat. AK Kamara. What up, AK? How you doing, bro? Do remember, it's only a few days left here for Strong Dad June. Take advantage. 45% off all supplements at menoforder.com. Coupon code StrongDadJune, 45% off. Coupon code StrongDadJune for 45% off. We got Flow in the house. That's for the brain. We got Apex in the house. That's for your testosterone, muscle growth, muscle building. Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, I forgot to take my shit today. And I reminded myself a bunch of times, and I just got caught up doing stuff. Yes, we will be streaming the debate tonight on Rumble. We're going to stream on YouTube for Hotep's Been Told You. And then we're going to end the stream on Rumble and then start the stream over on, end the stream on YouTube and start the stream on Rumble. So we'll be covering the debate tonight over on the Rumbles, Hotep TV. So make sure y'all go subscribe over there. You know what I'm saying? AK, you missed some classics, bro. Last week we was on a tear. Last week's episodes was just, oh my God, we got to make a bunch of them members only. Is that 45% off the already discounted price on the website? Yes, it is. That's correct. They disabled his ability to stream while he was live. Who? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Cannon's channel got sniped. I think he was broadcasting violence or something like that. So, yeah. F in the chat for Cannon. Cannon can't stream, but Cannon will be joining us for the debate coverage tonight. No, it's not going to be members only. The debate is going to be available on exclusively on Rumble. CNN's got some situation where they're doing takedowns, and YouTube's probably going to help take down. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll rock over on Rumble. Rumble said they boosted their servers for all the traffic they expect to get. So we'll see what happens. So that's where everything will happen. Hotep TV over on Rumble. Make sure you guys go subscribe. Let's go ahead and cleanse the chat. Let's cleanse the chat. We need some positivity. We need some vibes. We need somebody to talk some sense into us. It's only a few days left here. Strong Dad June. Was it 4 days? 4 days left in Strong Dad June, something like that. Strong Dad June message of the day. Brought to you by The Strong Dad. Let's go to the tape.
Strong Dad June, day 27, and today I want to talk to the man who's in his darkest space, who is in the depths and believes that there's no hope left for you. First of all, I want you to do less hoping and more believing. As a matter of fact, I want you to do less believing and more knowing. that you will get out of this space. More knowing that there's a way out, that there's a recovery for you. Experience is individual. And so at any time, you may believe, and it will be true, that this is the worst it gets for anybody because it's for you. I want you to understand, and this is coming from an ex-convict who 17 years ago was waiting to hear whether or not he'd be doing 40 years in prison. Okay? And 10 years ago, I was still in prison waiting to get out. I'm telling you right now, bro, it does get better. It does. If you don't know that it's going to get better, it will take a longer time. And belief will only result in a lot of missteps, but knowing will result in one of those stairs having the support you need to get you out. So no matter what you're going through, no matter what the fuck is happening right now, if you don't know it's going to get better, then it might never get better. Remember that. Happy Strong Dad June.
Damn, did my nigga almost choke up? Damn. Did Strong Dad almost choke up? Damn. That message must have hit his ass hard. Pause. Yeah, it seemed like some tears was coming out. He thought about them 40 years he almost did, and that nigga was like, whoa. Grateful. Happiness. Wow. Damn. Shit. Could you imagine? Sitting around waiting to see if you're going to get 40 years and then God bless you and say, nope, not today. It's kind of tough, man. Kind of tough to deal with. I know those were tears of joy, tears of happiness, tears of appreciation. Tears of appreciation. Shout out to Strong Dad. I feel you, bro. I feel you, man. It's been moments in my life where I've been grateful, you know, but absolutely grateful for, you know, all that I have. I haven't had an emotional moment in a minute, though. Other than cussing people out on this show, I've completely lost my heart. I don't have emotions anymore. Other than cussing people out, like the only emotion I have now is like happiness and anger. That's the only two emotions I now have. Something happened to me last year, and it kind of like, I don't know what happened, but I was hanging out with a homie and they pissed me off. And ever since then, I just haven't had any emotions. I've been very emotionless and very like cold, I guess you can say. Very cold. Ever since then, I've just been really fucking cold. And I don't know, I just don't have emotions anymore. I just like, I don't know, I'm just very agnostic about everything. Like, it's either you piss me off or I'm cracking up laughing, but I don't have emotions anymore. I don't know. It's the only ones you need? Yeah, you're probably right. Anyway, you know, initially I had this set up in a different order, but now I'm glad I changed the order. I be following my intuition. My intuition said play Strong Dad video first. I was going to play Strong Dad video next. But something said, no, play Strong Dad videos first and then play this video after. Now I see why. Stoic? No, I'm not stoic. I'm just fucking cold.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
I'm just cold, you know what I'm saying? Just people just fucking piss you off to the point where you're like, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck all of y'all. You know, that's what happens. AOC Saul, they got a new video out. Let's take a listen.
Welcome to Good Burger. What can I get for you today?
Hi, just give me a minute while I decide.
Oh, wow, I love your accent. Where are you from?
Chicago. Not sure why that matters, though.
Mexico, huh? Ay, caramba.
I didn't say anything about Mexico.
You didn't have to. I could hear that shitty Mexican clown music from in here.
Excuse me?
I said, are you ready to order?
Yes?
What can I get for you?
I'll take a double good burger, large fries, and a Coke, please.
Great. So that's one taco with guacamole and a margarita. Anything else, sir?
I didn't say that. I said cheeseburger and fries.
Yep, that's what I said.
No, you just said the tacos and guacamole.
Sorry, sir. Must be the language barrier. We don't sell tacos or guacamole here.
Okay, well...
Will that be all, sir?
Okay. How about some chicken nuggets?
All right, one chicken burrito. Did you want brown or pinto beans with that?
Hey, what the hell is going on here?
I'm so sorry, sir. You probably haven't seen one of these before.
Huh?
In America, this is what's called a drive-thru. You order your food through this nifty speaker, and you don't even have to get out of your car. Pretty cool, huh, Cholo?
Are you seriously explaining this to me right now?
Pretty neat, huh, senor?
Look, I just want my burger and nuggets so I can get the hell out of here.
One taco and burrito coming up.
Why do you keep doing that?
Doing what, sir?
Is this because I'm Hispanic?
Whoa. Sir, what are you insinuating here?
That you're a racist piece of shit.
Sir, I'm just being sensitive to your culture. In fact, I am Latino myself.
Look, just give me my food. I got a lot of stuff to do today.
Like waiting at Home Depot for a roofing job?
What?
I said try our burgers. They're through the roof.
No, wait. You just said something about Home Depot?
Sorry, sir, I'm holding you up. I'll let you get back to Home Depot.
Just give me the total so I can get out of here.
That'll be 280 pesos, sir.
What?
That'll be $13.25, sir.
Why the hell would I have pesos? I'm in America.
Yes, sir, and I know how hard it is to climb that border wall.
Mierda. You are fucked up, lady. Cancel my order. I'm out of here.
Oh my God, please, don't shoot. Just take the money.
Yo, these people have got to be stopped. This is terrible. Oh my God. You see why I play these videos in that order? I'm so glad I play these videos in this order. Oh my God. I'm so glad. That was racist as hell. That was a very racist video. Heavy on the dark humor. Yo, this is the only project I could really get behind as far as meme coins are concerned. Like, who's putting out this level of content anywhere on the internet? It's just AOC on Solana. If you click the link in the description box below, you can trade this using the bot. Dollar cost average. What's the price of Bitcoin right now? What's the market doing? Let's go 5 day. Okay, let's go 1 day. Okay, so yeah, there's a little bit of market recovery here. We got a little bit of a market recovery here. It's been a bloodbath all week. Why is this? Okay, there we go. It's been a bloodbath for like the past 3 weeks. It looks like, we had the ETF, the Solana ETF news drop. So there's a bit of recovery. What's this coin trading at right now? Syscoin is up 5%. It's a up day. I told people to cop the Syscoin, man. I told y'all, cop the Syscoin when it was at the lows, man. Because when the market bounced back, that's just like easy money, bro. That's easy money. I would ride this all the way up to 20 cents minimum. I'm holding out till $1. I'll probably sell some off at $1. But this is an easy DCA, Syscoin. Anyway. So that's what's been going on in the world of meme coins. AOC, I think it's one of the best meme coins out there. But anyway, let's go to the Men of Water moment of the day. Men of Water moment of the day brought to you by, of course, Men of Water. menofwater.com, coupon code StrongDadJune for 45% off. We just had a gentleman in the chat say he just copped his flow. So welcome to the Men of Order family. Appreciate you. And hopefully you plan on doing something productive while on flow. Happy wife, happy life, they say. Well, this divorce expert weighs in.
Happy wife, whoever said that should just be beaten to death. Happy wife, happy life. Like, if I hear one more person give that advice to somebody, I have to tell you, that is just the most ridiculous. What does that even mean? Happy wife, happy life.
If she's happy, then I'm happy.
So I want to interject and see if I can explain. What does happy wife, happy life mean? Happy wife, happy life means unhappy husband.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
That's what that means. Unhappy husband. Because you have to swap your happiness in order to make her happy. The second part of that is, few things are more dangerous than a woman's scorn. And that's really what they're saying here. They're not saying happy wife, happy life. They're saying, you better not piss that bitch off. Have you seen this bitch mad before? Oh my God, I can't stand it when she's upset. That's what happy wife, happy life means. It means she's a bitch.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Because
is that true?
I think I think it's used by men who believe that their wife is always unhappy. So if she's not shouting at me, and I can just sit here and watch the football, then all is well.
Boy, is that something to aspire to? You know, man, I can't wait. For someday for my kids to just sit there while the person in the other room is just mildly dissatisfied with them, and they can just sit and watch, you know, the football game. Really? That's what we're aspiring to. That's what you hope for. Like, I got to tell you, I think our goals are really misaligned. You know, my greatest accomplishment in life is my children. Really? That's your greatest accomplishment in life, is your children. Let me ask you this. What will your children's greatest accomplishment in life be? Having children? Because guess what? This is the ideology of a cancer cell. Growth for the sake of growth, for the sake of growth, for the sake of growth. Reproduction for the sake of reproduction. I don't think that's the highest, noblest goal. I think there should be something in there about quality of life, about making the world or the experience of others better. Like, again, it's not for me to define, but I don't. Intelligence is hard to define, but I can spot stupid a mile away.
I can spot stupid a mile away. You know what I enjoyed most about that clip was aspiring for more, changing the world, right? Like that's a big thing for me. You know, having kids, yeah, that's all well and great, but what I aspire to do is bigger than them. What I aspire to do is to inspire them to do something humongous and great, something monumental, something historic, some astronomical achievement. This is what I'm expecting of my children, not regularity, not just, hey, I made some kids. What kind of kids did you make? Make some bum ass kids? Did you make some gay kids? What kind of kids did you make?
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
What kind of kids did you make? What did they aspire to be? What are they going to do for the world? What are they going to do for their family? What are their ambitions? But that's a major key. Fuck them kids.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Fuck them kids. I saw a smile the other day. They said something about something similar, like, what is your greatest achievement? And somebody said something about, something about the kids. And I'm like, man, fuck them kids. Nigga, what the fuck is you gonna do? Kids gotta live a life. The kids gotta live a life. And, they said, what is your best investment? That's what it was. It was like, what is your best investment? People said kids. And I remember repeating that at one point. And now I disagree. Fuck them kids. They're not your best fucking investment. You're your best investment. Because if you pile into your kids and neglect yourself and don't aspire for greatness yourself, how you inspire your kids for greatness? You got to pour into you. Because if you pour into your kids and don't pour into yourself, you won't have nothing left to pour into your kids. So the best investment is you.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
You are pour into yourself, and then your cup will runneth over, and your kids will receive in abundance. But if you pour into your kids, pour into your kids, pour into your kids, and you don't pour into you, you will run dry, you will run empty, and your kids will look at you like a failure. And they are going to copy you, and they, as a result, will become mediocre people who aspire for nothing in life. I invest in me. So when my kids see me invest in me, they understand the blueprint. Okay, dad invests in himself. I need to invest in myself. Boom, there it is. Stop giving these kids shit. Fuck these kids. Don't give these kids shit. They got enough already. Raise these motherfuckers like this is the Soviet Union during the Bolshevik Revolution. Make them earn every fucking thing they get. Give them chores upon chores upon chores. Because we're not here to make our kids like us. We're here to make the world like our kids.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com. I wish all the black people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the white people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the Hispanics were as smart as Hotep Jesus. Because that guy, he really gets it. He knows how to boil it down.
Thank you, Alex. In the same vein, we back to the balloon popping dating show. Let's catch up on the chat first. Super facts, the definition leading by example. Show them little niggas how to fight for it. Facts. Yeah. Your kids live past adolescence is true testament to your life's work. Yeah. Tried to talk to my male friend about this yesterday. He'd rather just be miserable than take control of his home where his wife makes him miserable, doesn't agree with his child. Tell that motherfucker, you know what he need? Chat. Tell him grab his nuts. Make sure they still there. Hit the gym, grab some Apex, and then cuss that bitch the fuck out.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
It's the last time you cussed your woman out. When was the last time you told her really how you feel? Sick of this shit, motherfucker. Every once in a while, you gotta let her know, I'm sick of this shit. She's got to see some anger. She gonna get moist too. That's another story for another day. I love giving y'all bad advice. This is some good bad advice. I'm gonna give y'all some good bad advice. I'm just saying. You know. Some people look at their kids like a retirement plan. Yeah, that's how some people do it. Yeah, I don't think that's healthy at all. If you're terrible with your husband or wife, how they gonna know how they're supposed to treat their future partners? Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'd love to hear more from that guy's podcast. He seems dope. Yo, chill, I've been holding back cussing someone out. Man, let it fly. Let it fly. Let it fly. Shit. Ain't nobody got time for no soft shit. Huh? Cuss that motherfucking hoe out. Bitch, I hate the way you cook. I hate the way you look. I hate the way you walk. Fix yourself, bitch. I saw a tweet. As a matter of fact, let's just bring it up. This isn't in the program, but sidebar. Let me find this tweet. Next scene. They was talking shit about the Hoteps. And Jabari put this in the chat. And I wasn't going to talk about it, but since I'm being toxic right now, this is a perfect time to show you this. Where is it? Nope. Hold on. Nope. I might have to search it because Elon's app is acting up. It's not fine. I'm not finding it in the search. Hold on. Jabari, was that in the HBTY chat or the other one? I want to address this shit once and for all. They talking shit about Hoteps. And I chimed in to let them know. No. Oh, wait, here it is. Is this it? Yup, found it. Dear Black women, this is from Sacred Whore. Sacred Whore. You always notice something about people that talk shit about Hoteps. It be a mental illness going on somewhere. Sacred Whore is her name. Let's go back. Dear Black women. So Sacred Whore is gonna give a message to Black women. This is exactly who we should be listening to, Miss Sacred Whore. Anyway. Red pill men and Hotep men are the same, my sisters. It's okay to scream now. And I'm here to tell you that's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. I said in the chat, as a Hotep, this is correct. And then whoever this is some child. This girl couldn't be any more than fucking 18 years old. Had the nerve to comment on this. She said, not a flex. And I said, well, that depends. Then she doubled down. She said, y'all want to be everything but black and add to the erasure of our own history. And I was like, when the hell did I say I wasn't black? This is the fucking mental illness just oozing out. You know, people's minds corrupted by feminist propaganda, all that fucking cultural Marxist bullshit. But she's right. She's right. We are very, very much similar to the red pill. Now, we talk about real red pill now. We're not talking about, fresh and fit red pill. That's not red pill. Okay. We are definitely, Hoteps are definitely red pill. Or I should say red pill could be a part of being a Hotep. Because I'm going to give you that bad, shitty ass advice about women. That patriarchal opinion. That's correct. That's what you're going to get. Spotless, $10 super. I had to let wifey know about herself the other day. Sometimes you got to verbally flip some tables over to get an understanding. She been cool since. That's my queen right there. When was the last time you cussed your woman out? Huh? I got to know you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't accept bad behavior. You cannot accept bad behavior. Now, when they do something completely disrespectful and out of bounds, you gotta cuss that motherfucker out. Rather be a Hotep than a drill rapper? Yeah, that's probably safe. With that being said, let's go to the date and show and show you how red pill this Hotep can get.
Got our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. Can I have your name?
My name is Mo.
All right. First of all, this is a huge no for me. What the fuck this nigga got on? What he got on? Who is he greeting with this King Jaffe Joe diplomat African bullshit? Who is he trying to impress? He is doing way too fucking much. This nigga look like he about to give a speech at the UN or some shit. What is this? He got the kufi on. What is this? What is this? He got too many African countries going on, first of all. He got Morocco on up here, Sudan going across, Zimbabwe going down. This nigga is trolling. He is trolling. So it's a no for me so far. He doing too much. Let's go back. Yeah, he look like one of them fake ass sovereign citizens. Hey, brother, you know you gotta change your correction status. You gotta correct your status in this country. Pay me $600 and I'll make you a driver's license, and the white man can't give you a ticket. Head ass nigga.
Moan?
Moan, like make you moan. Yeah.
Okay, and how old are you?
I'm 38.
38. Okay, and what do you do?
38 years old. 38 years old. This nigga is on a dating show. "38 years old. This is why this nigga is single. Cause look at how he dressed. Look what this nigga got on. That nigga came straight from the military coup.
You do?
I'm a creative impresario.
Oh, what, nigga? This nigga is taking himself way too fucking serious. He's taking himself way. He's doing way too much. That's why he's single. Because he's a fraud.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Who he trying to impress with this shit? I'm a creative impresario. Nigga, to say you make beats.
Okay. And what does that mean?
So pretty much creative impresario is a person that excels in the arts. So I have a video production company called Dreamcast Video. And I'm also a brand. So I'm Moan on a beat.
Okay.
I told you, this nigga's a music producer.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
I done did it again. This nigga's a music producer. He make music videos and make beats on Fruity Loops. Fuck out of here, nigga. A creative impresario. Nigga, you make beats and you ain't got picked up yet. Fuck out of here. This nigga's DJ Ketchup. DJ Honey Mustard. Fuck out of here, nigga.
Cool. And now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
So I look for emotional maturity. I look for consistency and pretty feet and good credit.
Oh, see, he lost me with the feet. He one of these weird feet niggas. Knew it.
But if you don't got good credit, you got bad credit. I know how to fix that to get us some funding.
Okay.
Oh, this nigga's a scammer. He's one of these. Hey, I can fix your credit for you. Fuck out of here, nigga. Your credit score is a 602. Kiss my ass, nigga. I'll fix your credit score, head ass nigga. I'd have popped the balloon too if I was one of these ladies. ASAP.
Okay, got it. And now, what are some of your deal breakers?
My deal breakers, ugly feet.
Come on, son.
Alhamdulillah.
Chat called him an African scammer. This nigga scamming. Whenever you see a nigga dressed up too fucking fly, that's how you know that nigga scamming.
Deal breakers is also attitude. I don't do attitude and combativeness. I don't do that either.
Okay.
Oh, so see, he all off. Remember when we was talking and I told you what to look for in a woman? Did you ever hear me say anything about combativeness? Y'all never heard me say nothing about that. I don't give a fuck about your combativeness. When a real nigga enter the room, she know how to act.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Sound like this nigga got a problem. It sound like this nigga got a problem. You see, if he was taking that motherfucking Apex like a real nigga, the pheromones and shit coming off your body just make women submit. When your body's in order. You want feet and a woman not to talk back. You sound like you was in an abusive relationship, my brother. It sound like he ain't ever cussed a bitch out before.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
This nigga's weird.
Okay. All right, so we did get a couple of pop balloons. Let's go on over to some of these ladies and see why they ended up popping. All right, if we get...
I like the host. She seems like a very nice lady. I really enjoy her. She has a very nice aura and a very beautiful vibe.
have your name and age.
I'm Alexis, and I'm 29.
That's a nope for me. Never date a chick named Alexis.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
If she named after a car, you gotta let her go. If she named after a car, she's probably fast.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Gotta let her go.
Hey, Alexis, why did you pop your balloon?
I didn't really like the make you moan statement. And you kind of look like Coming to America right now.
Rob said he a fan, he a fan, he a fan. Freaky ass nigga here, 69 God.
I got you.
But you know, hey, as long as you happy, I'm happy.
For sure.
What are those? What are the... I know this nigga don't got on no socks. This nigga ain't got on no socks. He got on some wingtip, going to the prom shoes. Oh, come on, son. This nigga's definitely a scammer. Them are scammer shoes.
I see you used to dealing with peasants, so you don't know when you see a king.
Oh, my God. Nigga, you're 38 and you're fixed credit. If anybody's a peasant, it's you, you fake-ass sovereign citizen.
Okay.
She thicker than cold oatmeal. Lord, nigga, damn. Shit. She got a tattoo on her leg, though. Gotta let her go.
Is she someone that's your type?
You know, I say I like feet.
Oh.
I ain't really feeling her feet.
Hey,
This nigga corny as shit. Jabari, he looks like Nigerians that be in bars overdressed in Newark, New Jersey, overdressed, scamming, wants a girl with money, but living in their homie's couch floor.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Facts. Facts. I knew this nigga was suspect as soon as he walked up, and I seen him wearing all this shit. He probably got on black jeans.
I'm kind of hot right now. So.
But the feet ain't working for me, so.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She, hold on, but she pretty, though. Yeah. She definitely pretty, but you could look like Holly Berry. If you ain't got pretty feet, I ain't rocking with it.
Something wrong with this nigga. Something really, yeah, he mentioned feet way too many times. He one of these niggas that be buying feet on OnlyFans. Montoya said he got feminine energy. See? See? Yeah. He got feminine. He need Apex.
Bless up.
Okay, let's go to our next
Bless up. Oh, fake island nigga.
lady. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up.
Oh my God. Hold on. Go back. Damn. Shit. I like them colors.
Have your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Lexi and I'm 27.
It's a no for me. She got that long ass lizard tattoo on her leg. What is this white outfit right here? This is not what you're supposed to wear. This is a no for me.
It's complicated. You don't have no socks, so it's just not. It's just not it.
For sure.
Not it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's Lexi.
Yo, this nigga got a briefcase. Oh my God. Oh no, he didn't try to accessorize. I didn't even peep that. Chat, good eye. Yo, he's definitely out here scamming. What's in that briefcase? Wrong answers only. What's in his briefcase? Wrong answers only. Her outfit is giving Fashion Nova. Her outfit is giving Fashion Nova business. She dressed like she going to court. What's in the briefcase? His briefcase don't match his shoes. A prenup. That's a man bag. Facts. That is definitely scam pamphlets. Status correction papers. Feet pics. Tampons. Oh, Lord. Credit card applications. Jolo rice. Oh, no, not the Jolo rice. Blank papers and Altoids. Wake up now brochures. Oh, that's a good one. Sister needed this today. Commentary on point. Hotep and Bill. Shout out to sis. Sage Wizard. What's up, sis? Listen, man, this brother is not it. Ladies, I feel bad. Vistaprint deals. Remember Vistaprint? Oh, ladies, yo, I feel bad. This is a no for me.
Someone that's your type.
Let's look at
And
Lexi real quick.
Don't do too much.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Lexi, you kind of doing your thing, you know.
Thanks.
She got a queen look, okay. Feet pretty, got a nice tattoo.
Thank you.
See, these are niggas that make a bad name for Hoteps. It be these niggas that they be trying to call Hoteps. He be calling sis queen and all this other shit. It's these niggas. Jay said I wouldn't let him take me nowhere. Imagine walking around with him. No. Listen. Bean pies and blue Nile oil. I don't even think he's that real. I think he got like scam papers in there. Nigga, steal your whole identity and shit. Don't trust no man wearing wedding clothes to a regular engagement. Facts.
That's your real hair?
Oh, come the fuck on. This what we doing, bro? Is this your real hair? Mr. Feet Pics, man? Oh, he an outdated Hotep. Real niggas don't give a shit if your hair real or not.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Oh, this a real Hotep. Bro.
Real niggas don't give a shit if your hair real or not. We just want to make sure the shit don't fall off while we getting it in.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
That's all. That's all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with no weed. I ain't got no problem with no weed. This nigga's on an outdated program. Is that your hair? You know that's not her hair, nigga. She got 4Z texture, and you ask her, look at that brown skin. You know she got 4Z hair, nigga. You know them African roots, nigga. You know that's not her hair, nigga. Fuck is wrong with him? She got an afro under there, nigga. Leave that woman alone. She looks amazing. She looks amazing with that fucking 60-inch Brazilian wavy Malaysian shit she got wrapped up in there. Shit look nice. Shit look nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, if that's your real hair, yeah.
Thank
you. She cool. Yeah, she look decent.
Oh, she said it's her real hair. Oh, damn, I'm sorry, sis. I stand corrected. Okay, she said, nah, nigga, this is my hair. Okay, sis. Fellas, we seen a lot of men come up here and they were red flags from the jump. Never try too hard. That's a huge red flag. When you try too hard, you just look like a scammer. You know, come business cash. Business cash. You know, dress down Fridays. You know, business cash. That's how you're supposed to dress up, man. You know? Anyway, time to go to everybody's favorite segment, Grifter of the Day. All right, Grifter of the Day. We just got finished tearing into these fake Hotep niggas. Tired of these fake Hotep niggas. We putting these fake Hotep niggas on blast today. They giving us a bad name. Let's go to the tape.
That's a direct line from you to the North Star. They don't want you to know that. It got something to do with your spatial vertebrae. Why you think you go outside and you look up? You think you just want to look up? Oh, it's a gravitational pull. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I was 15 years old when I made contact with somebody from another dimension. I knew that Men in Black wasn't just a movie you thought it was. No. They're hiding amongst us. It's genius. You ever been in a fire drill? You see the flashing light they have when you're in a fire drill? Yeah. That's the neuralizer. It erases your memory. What do you think Bone Crusher was talking about when he said metaplasma is oozing out of your cerebellum? What do you think he was talking about? He knew. He knew. You gotta believe in what's going on up there. They said he went to the moon. They shot it in 4K. Let's talk about it. The body is made up of a bunch of atoms just stuck together. What do you think gonna happen when they take the atmosphere from us? You're gonna fall apart into a bunch of body beads. We're gonna be trying to put ourselves back together. Listen to me. It's the internal existence of external life that keeps us going. It's the metaplasmic gamma rays that shoot out from the sun that our brain absorbs. How many people on this planet? Yeah, 7 billion. How many stars is it? Come on. But you don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it.
Chad, who that sound like? This guy's funny. Who that sound like? Yo, facts, AP. What up, Roberta? Thank you for the love, sweetheart. Yo, it's 7 billion stars. 5 million microsomes on your skin. Think about it. Let's talk about it. Metaplasmic. Yo, this the shit that these cats really be on. They be, throwing all types of numbers out there and whatnot. We gotta get these niggas out of here. And they be selling out venues. Talking about they met aliens and shit. I was abducted by an alien. I met an alien. I'm in contact with extraterrestrials. Well, tell them motherfuckers come pull up at Hotep Con, nigga.
Oh, this a real Hotep, bro.
Tell the aliens come to Hotep Con, October 3rd to the 6th, Miami. Tell them motherfuckers pull up. I'll interview their asses, nigga. Yeah, Carlos. Exactly. Absolutely terrible, yo. Anyway. Next up. Then we're going to get into we're going into the election stuff now. So let's go ahead and hit the bumper. Angelia said, I got abducted is code for I got Benadrylled and diddled.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Come on, Angelia. That wasn't right. Super Dap Dap of the Day brought to you by Super Dap AI. Go to Twitter, type in Super Dap AI 2P, Super Dap AI leader in social fi, and join our Telegram link in the description box below where you get to have first access to social fi and access to Crypto Hotep and some of our meme coin investing plays. We talk about money and help you time the market. It's not investing advice, not legal advice. Do your own research. But join the Telegram, the link description box below. Weathered Ham. Thank you for the super. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Now, I know boomers are dumb. And I know they're fucking ancient and misled, but this right here, this is a slap in the face.
If we go behind the podiums, you can see 2 green lights. When they're on, they signal to the candidate his microphone is on.
Now, I just got one question. Why do you need 2 green lights instead of 1? I'm confused. What happens if one's green and one's red?
When the green lights are off, they signal to the candidate his microphone is off. Now I want to give you a sense of what it will look like for viewers at home if a candidate whose microphone is off interrupts a candidate whose microphone is on. So I'm standing at one podium, and I'll ask Phil to come in and take the other podium. And so let's say I'm answering a question. My light is green, and I'm speaking. Phil's microphone is off, and his green lights are not illuminated. He's going to interrupt me as I'm speaking, and this is what it will sound like. My volume remains constant, while Phil's interruption can be difficult to understand.
Let's try the opposite. My microphone is now on. Victor's microphone is off, and he's going to interrupt me. My volume remains constant, while Victor's interruption can be difficult to understand. Now, CNN's production team has shared this demonstration with the campaigns earlier today, and we're sharing it with you, our viewers, so everyone fully understands how tomorrow night will work. Now, we should note, by agreeing to participate in this debate, both campaigns and candidates have also agreed to abide by these rules. The CNN presidential debate airs live tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern.
They had to explain to y'all how a muted mic works. This is how dumb people are, and or how dumb they think you are, that you don't know how a muted mic works. This is how you know our fucking country is a complete fucking joke, that you've got to explain muted mics. Now, I said here, first prediction, Trump's mic being abruptly muted will be one of the headlines. I'm fully expecting them to just abuse Trump's mic privileges. That's what I'm expecting. Now it's time to pull out the trusty slide presentation and make a couple of predictions. This is going to be class participation. Going to have you guys help me out here. But we're going to make a couple of predictions, okay? Let's turn that off. Hold on. All right. So, first things first. We're definitely expecting some sort of unfairness. So we have to be aware that Trump is playing an away game. Okay. So Trump is playing an away game. That means we should expect CNN to play some games with his microphone, with the line of questioning, et cetera, et cetera. Now, what are they going to discuss, right? Well, I think one of the main things they're going to talk about is probably Ukraine. The most fucking unimportant shit to talk about, the Ukraine. Trump's mic will be broken or off the whole night. Yeah, something's going to go wrong. Those green lights up there, something to go wrong. It's going to be a malfunction, absolutely. The next thing to talk about, Palestine and Israel. Reproductive rights. Trump will have to bring up the migrant crisis. I'm going to say CNN snubs this question. CNN does not bring up the migrant crisis. That's my guess. This is insulting to your 5-year-olds? Yeah. Is Trump going to announce his VP tonight? That's a good question. So let's put that up here. Let's see. I don't know about that. I think it might happen on his app sometime afterward, but I could be wrong. Another thing that they're going to talk about is Hunter Biden laptop story. Trump has to bring this up, right? And then Biden is going to talk about Trump being a felon. Right. Now, last time they did say Hillary got the questions ahead of time. They said that Biden did not get the questions ahead of time. But I think that's probably a lie. Climate change? They probably won't talk about climate change. Inflation, I think that will have to be brought up. I doubt it though. I'm a little skeptical. You know, I'm speaking more or less what CNN will bring up. The economy in general, yeah. Many people have speculated that Biden will be doped up on drugs in order to get through this. I don't know how he's going to get through this without some sort of aid. But again, many people have speculated he's got a body double. Who knows? Who knows what's going on in that realm? Did I just get a LinkedIn notification? What was that? Somebody got a LinkedIn notification. Does that lady hit me back? Remember I hit that lady up the other day on LinkedIn? Wild card is the Charlie Indigo Alpha group. Anonymous cut mics. Yeah, I think the mic's going to get cut. Mic cutting is going to be a big one. There's going to be an imbalance of time to speak. And don't forget, whoever that dude is that's the host, you know, he's excoriated Trump in the past. He's a never Trumper. So it's definitely not going to help either. Get a convicted felon counter. Fred said Biden better take the whole bottle of Flow. He better take the whole Flow bottle. Y'all see it. He gonna have to just dump the whole thing in his mouth. Pause. AK, $20 super.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Doug Burgum's going to be the VP. I met him last month and I told him the Hoteps are pulling for him and he connected me with his peoples. Let's get some Hoteps in the White House. I've been seeing polls about his VP. And my guess is it's either Burgum or Vivek. I vote for Doug. I want Dougie Doug. I want Dougie Doug to be his VP. What else are we missing here, chat? AI Biden will make his debut tonight? Yeah. There'll be a 1 to 2 minute delay allowing them to edit on the fly. Uh-oh. Damn. Noel says, I think this is a public display of Biden's incompetence and it won't even last 15 minutes. How long is the debate? Like an hour, hour and a half or something like that? I think Biden will make it through the debate. Remember, he didn't want to take the drug test. Biden didn't want to take the drug test. And if I was his team, I wouldn't take the drug test either. You don't want people knowing what the fuck he's on. If I was Biden's team, I'd be like, nah, we ain't taking no drug test. You know how much drugs we gonna have to get this motherfucker just to get him on stage? Let alone get through the debate? Goldstein said both of them gonna be AI. We're gonna go to the phone lines in a second here. 90 minutes, 2 breaks. Yeah, Biden can pull that off. We're going to go to the phone line in a second here. I want to hear some of your predictions for tonight. We'll be covering it live on Rumble. Hotep TV over on Rumble. He'll trip getting off the stage and call it off. No, I don't know. I think Biden will be able to make it through this. I think, they give him enough drugs, he'll be all right. You're going to need some Adderall or some shit like that, you know? Biden has a Neuralink already. You're going to need the Neuralink. Now, that's true. They're going to have an earpiece for Joe and some uppers in the system. They're going to turn off the mic and have it turn down the whole night for Donnie T. They got Biden on an IV right now. Yeah, I believe that. going to be a lot of gaffes. I think he'll make it through, but it's going to be a lot of gaffes. Men avoided debate. Push-up challenge. 20 for every felon, Putin, and Israel reference. Let's highlight some of the big ones here. Right? These off the bat are going to be big ones. And these two. Trump's got to come out swinging. He's got to say, you know, CNN, first of all, you're fake news. You told us that the Hunter Biden laptop was Russian misinformation. That turned out to be a lie. You guys are fake news. You got to come out the gate with that. You got to come out the gate with that. The question is, tactically, do you come out the gate with that? Or do you wait for Biden to jab you with the felon situation? That's the question. Do you wait for him to jab you, or do you go on the offense? Inflation. I don't think inflation. Well, is inflation too big of a big brain topic for boomers to understand? Oh, you know what they're going to talk about? Unemployment. We have record number of jobs created during my administration. What else is Biden going to say? Student loan forgiveness. He's going to talk about student loan forgiveness. Donnie going to be rabid that felon thing? Yeah. No Toe said your eggs, meat, and cheese cost too much. If he says that, it's a win. Yeah, I agree. Yep. I remember that, Mike. I remember that. All right, let's go to phone lines. Text Hotep in your name to 202-596-5631. I'll be right back after this short, brief commercial break. I want to hear from our callers and see what predictions they got for the election, presidential debates tonight.
Envision a sanctuary where community and sustainability are the cornerstones of living. In this haven, every family is able to grow their own food, children flourish through homeschooling tailored to unlock their full potential, and education extends beyond textbooks, instilling self-worth and a deep understanding of the world around them. Here, goodwill isn't just an ideal, it's the essence of daily life, where respect for law and order harmonizes with the community's resourcefulness. This place isn't just a dream, it's a call to action for everyone who believes in a better, more connected way of living. Join us in building a future where each individual's contributions create a tapestry of enduring harmony and prosperity. Join us in Hotepistan.
We got Rudy on the line. Rudy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother. What's going on, man? We live?
We live,
man. What's going on, man? You ready for the ultimate bread and circus tonight, dude?
Oh, this is gonna be a fucking joke of a debate.
Circus, man. The funny thing is like when you see Joe Biden, right? And you seen, how they treated Trump in his presidency, besides the economy with the Russia bullshit and all that. And then you see this zombie walking around, and if you still think that the president has any kind of power or control over this country, then you're totally bought into the bread and circus, man, and you're dumb. So here we go tonight, man. And my take on this, man, from the 30,000 foot view. If he brings up Hunter, he gets muted. If he brings up anything that CNN don't want, he gets muted. If they're going to talk about abortion, they're going to every issue that Joe Biden has, inflation, they're not bringing that up, dude. They're bringing it up. They'll attack. I mean, come on, man. Jake Tapper's called this man Hitler several times on CNN. He says Hitler rhetoric, Hitler this, Nazi Germany, Nazi Germany, Nazi Germany. And then, Trump You know, he talks like a 5-year-old, dude. You know, yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, man, to the Trump fans out there. Like, I'm hoping for him just for the economy, but Trump's got the dialect of a 5-year-old child, man. He's not going to be able to slip in any of his talking points. That's why they put the mute thing on. That dude's going to get muted all night long. The best thing would be is if it was like that meme and he just walked over there and jumped on Jake Tapper and started kicking the shit out of him. That would be hilarious, man. But this is bread and circus. Neither one of these men will have any real power in this country. This country is a fascist country controlled by corporations. Nothing else, nothing more. Hotep and Bill, the vet out, man. I'll be tuned in, man, on Rumble, man. So let's go, brother. Have a good one, man.
All right, man. See you tonight. Rudy the vet on the check-in. Let's go, Goldstein. See, Jonah said Jonah texted me. He said, put me on today's list. So Jonah's got something he wants to say to the people.
Call from Murphy's Law Rescue.
Goldstein.
What up?
What up, bro? Happy Hotep Thursday.
Happy Hotep Thursday. Happy Debate Thursday.
Yep.
We're all going to be tuned in to see two motherfuckers at the combined age of 159 years old out. They're going to try and get off my lawn each other. That's what we're all tuning in to see. America's future is bright. Man, I don't know, bro. My only prediction for tonight is this is the night that fucking cements Biden's fate as the motherfucker who's got to sit his ass on the sideline while someone else takes his spot running for president. That's my prediction for tonight. He's probably going to pop off. I think this is the night that we all see Biden's audition for sitting his ass on the sideline while someone else runs for president. That's what I'm thinking. We're going to see ineptitude at its highest motherfucking form.
So you think there's a possibility they'll pull him?
No, he's going to go out there and give everybody the case for pulling him.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly right. He's going to go out there and probably hit Trump with the fucking, we don't need any more nigger big shots. And it's going to be caught live on fucking camera. And they're going to be like, yeah, we can't allow for this dude to run for this office. Sorry. And it's going to be broadcast to the entire world because this is must-see TV right now. There won't be any doubt left after tonight that motherfucker needs to go back to the fucking resting home.
Oh, boy.
That's my only prediction for tonight.
So are you saying that after tonight, do you think they'll actually pull Biden out of the race?
I think so. The primaries or I don't think it's primaries. I might be saying it wrong, but whatever the fuck it is in August for the Democratic National Convention. It's in August. So they run this tramp out there now, have him completely fucking blow it. So that way all the delegates will be like, nah, we ain't fucking with you. And put somebody else in the spot.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Other than that, it's just gonna be the same old fucking clown show that we saw last time. You know what I mean? Minus the yelling over each other thanks to CNN's cutting edge technology.
Yeah, I think Trump's strategy for me, I think he needs to just chill out and let Biden fumble. Maybe give him some jabs to, help him assist to fumble. But yeah, if he just lets him talk. But that's the thing that happened last time. Trump was doing too much cutting off, and it was just like, you ain't got to cut Biden off, man. He can't make a coherent thought. So just let him rock. So this mic thing it's a gift and a curse.
Yeah. I think the proper way to play this, like if this was an actual debate that actually mattered, I think the proper way to play this for Trump would be to use however many minutes they give you I'm not sure the span of time that you have to talk, but use like 80% of that for actual substantive policy, and then the last 20% a zing that you know will piss him off and cause him to go fucking dark Biden on your ass. You know, just hit it all with substance. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what they failed to do. And on top of that, your son is a pedophile. And then out of there. He's going
Pretty much.
Yeah, just keep doing that. And then let that fool just go. See, he's going to snap because he's Biden. That's what Biden does.
Right.
He eventually loses his fucking cool, and he'll say some fucking crazy ass shit like bat a calf care.
Yeah.
Let him do that.
Yeah, you got to nudge him a little bit.
That's it. But I'm looking forward to the stream. I didn't know how the fuck I was going to be able to watch that really because I'm going to be on the road.
Mm-hmm.
But now I know that you guys are going to be fucking with it because I heard CNN was an active fool for people who were streaming it. But I see you guys are fucking with it on Rumble, so now I can actually listen to that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how it works. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to pull the stream in, but even if we jack a stream of somebody else's jack stream, we will have it live tonight.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? What is this? Okay, no, that's something else.
That shit's wild. They got niggas bootlegging streams now. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Bootlegging presidential debates.
CNN's talking about they didn't want to rebroadcast it. Nigga, what?
Man, what's really fucking with me is they got all the reporters sitting across the street in the building watching this shit and told them that they got to be over there just in case there's a medical emergency. That shit's weird to me.
Wow.
Like, of all the things you could have said of the reasoning for them to be across the street, you said just in case one of the candidates have a fucking medical emergency. So if I'm Trump, if you listening, don't drink the water, Trump. Leave the water alone.
That might be an excuse to pull Biden out. They might say, look, yo, you losing the debate, pull out, fall on the ground, some shit like that. Tonight might be the night Biden falls out. You know, then it goes along with your theory, you know, where he's not going to make it. So I didn't even know that information.
Man, it's stupid. It's going to be good, though. Hell yeah.
All right, man.
All right, man.
Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill.
So we're going to get AK in here. We got a bunch of callers. We're going to go to everybody, get their take on this. So it looks like CNN already has this set up for 8:30 p.m. Okay. They already have this set up. So I have the link. And we will rebroadcast this over on Rumble, Hotep TV. So shout out to all my Rumblers rumbling. I see y'all. Victor, what up, man? K over there, I see y'all. So
Call from.
we got Cannon joining us for that coverage as well. I have the new overlay set up for it. And yeah. AK, what's up, bro?
What up, Base J, man? Shout out to everyone in Hotepistan, Hotep Nation. Man, it's crazy because the last couple of weeks, it's probably been like a month or something since I was able to actually catch the show live. I was watching back when I'm driving overnight, and there's just been so many fire conversations that you've had, man. And it's like, I want to chime in, but I can't because, like, you know, it's already been hours after the stream. So, yeah, man. So I just want to shout out everyone, like the work that you doing. Dr. Inky, man, like that dude is crazy. Like I never heard him before. So I've been watching a bunch of his stuff. Like that dude is crazy smart, man.
Yeah. Yeah. He knows a lot.
It's wild, but yeah, man. Hey, so here's the way I look at tonight, the debate.
Okay.
So I like to look at data, right? And I'm not talking about like any singular poll. I'm just looking at like aggregation. There's one group of people that right now that Joe Biden is actually gaining voters on over Trump. So Trump is gaining black voters. He's gaining Hispanic. He's gaining millennials, Gen Z. All of those people are leaving Biden in droves. Biden is gaining the plus 65 group, right? And the plus 65 group have the highest voter reliability. So the highest percentage of all voters that vote reliably are plus 65. Now, they're not the biggest voting group. The biggest voting group is like basically like the 50 to 64 group. But it's the most reliable. So I think here's the strategy that Biden wants to try and do. He wants to bait Trump into attacking him purely on like cognitive issues and making him look stupid, because people that are over the age of 65, they know what it's like to lose a step. And so I think that's what he's going to try and do. So I think Trump needs to not take the bait. He needs to stick to the issues, and like your debate predictions, stick to the, the smaller brain that gets people amped up, that is relative to like their everyday life. If he does that and he's able to stick on that, then I think he comes off above it. If not, then again, that group, I'm telling you right now,
that's a sound analysis, bro. You're right. You can't go for cognition, and you're gonna offend, some of your voter base. I love that. Great analysis.
Yeah, and like the other thing is too, man, like, again, like seeing how many, like especially under the age of 50, Black Americans are fleeing from Biden. That doesn't mean that Trump's gonna grab them all or anything like that, but it's so wild to see that in this electorate, you have all of these groups of people that are leaving the Democrats. Trump is picking up a decent handful, but these old white people are leaving Trump, and it's crazy to see that this is like the play, man.
Why do you think they're leaving Trump?
I don't know, man. Like I've tried to have analysis on it, and the only thing that I can think of is that Biden, with that boomer brain stuff, he's able to convince these older Americans that somehow he represents normalcy. And so it's like every time you see kind of, an Amber Rose type of grift or whatever, these old white people are like, oh, that's not what I stand for. Biden is, he's for the old America that I remember. And it feels like that's their play, man. It feels like that's their play.
Damn.
I don't think it will work. But I will say this, though. I think the bar is so low, and this is what's stupid about the right. They're setting this bar so low that if Biden just doesn't fall over and like have a stroke, then Biden actually wins. You know what I'm saying? Because they're setting the bar so low that he's going to come out there and be stumbling and fumbling and like shaking ghost hands. It's like, come on, man. He's been being pumped up right now down at Camp David, full of these vitamins, full of all this drug cocktail. He's going to come out. He's going to be like State of the Union, and people are going to be like, oh, look, he is competent. It's like, no, man, it's because you set the bar too damn low.
Right.
Acting like he's going to come out there drooling. Like that ain't going to happen, bro.
Yeah, no. They got the good stuff flowing through his system. Tell the people what you do out there in your vicinity as far as politics is concerned, because you just won a race.
Yeah. So I actually am one of the 168 people that represent the Republican Party of the United States from, like, if you want to say, the administrative side. So I got elected to a 4-year term. And so like the convention next month, I'm going there as a delegate, but I'm also there as the next committee man from Minnesota. So like this group of 168, yeah, man, we get together 3 times a year. Like when you think about the Presidential Debate Commission, when something comes out from the RNC, I'm part of that group now. Well, technically not till July 19th. But yeah, man, I mean, I'm moving and shaking, and things are like, I'm going to put my full weight into
what kind of work you doing now, running up to election? What kind of work you doing?
Honestly, so I'm focusing on Minnesota. I've been like, Royce White, he got endorsed, and so he's out there hitting the doors hard in areas that we haven't, necessarily been making a lot of inroads with. So that's like my main focus here, is like do everything in my power to, talk to media, organize stuff. It's a lot of like optic stuff, but then it's just like pushing to actually get messaging out there of trying to get people turned out to vote. Right. So like that's the whole goal for me, is to try and flip Minnesota to a president. We haven't voted as a state. The Republican candidate hasn't won since 1972 in Minnesota. So it's been 52 years. But the polling is showing that it's possible. It's within the margin of error. So that's kind of what I'm working on. But like bigger picture is like just trying to come in with a kind of a different mindset and mentality, try and get these Republicans to stop endorsing the POSO view of America. And, I think I'm going to be successful, man. I mean, honestly, I'm not going to change who I am. You're going to see me rocking my flat brim hat everywhere I go, keeping my diamond stud earrings in my ears, and having real conversations with people. And, the people so far have supported me. So we'll see if that happens. Either that or I might get kicked out of the RNC, but either way, it'll be a good ride.
Hey, man, Grifter die trying.
That's right.
Hotep Con, October 3rd to the 6th. Are you coming out?
Hell yeah. You know, listen, I will never miss a single Hotep event. If there's a live meet and greet, I'm making it happen. Number one on my priority list. You know, it's close to the election, but not so close. Like if it was in the last week, I'd be like, bro, like you should push this out a week after the election. But early enough in October, yeah, there's still enough time to ramp up. But yeah, man, I'm gonna be out in Miami for sure. A yacht party? I've never been on a yacht in my life. So yeah, this is gonna be my first yacht party, man.
It's up. It's up. I'm working on it now. We got a nice, sexy venue for Hotep's Been Told You, and I think we got it for the day. So yeah, it's gonna be lit, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be fire, man. I like as soon as I saw that y'all announced it, and I saw like the good work done by Renee, great graphics. You got the Miami Vice Hotep, you know, Griftception crossover. That's fly, man. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing all y'all. You know, seeing that last Hotep Con, seeing everyone out at the Grifties. It's gonna be up, man.
It's gonna be up. All right, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for checking in with us, bro.
All right, man. Hotep and build.
Hotep and build. Tickets going on sale soon. What the fuck? Who is this? All right, so we're gonna work our way through the callers. Hotep Con Miami 2024, October 3rd to the 6th. This is actually the week of my birthday, so it'll be like a birthday celebration for me. Come hang out. This is our meet and greet, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna play games. We're gonna hang out. Some of us are gonna get drunk. It's not a requisite though. And we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna kick it. We're gonna do Hotep's Been Told You live in front of the live studio audience. So it's gonna be really, really cool, man. We're gonna have DJ Protocol there, DJing, and we got the spot for the day. So, you know, I'm pretty sure we got that room for the whole day. And so it's gonna be up. It's gonna be lit. I'm gonna be kicking it. I tried to get the pool, but they said we can't get the pool.
Call from
Strong Dad.
Strong Dad, what's happening, bud?
What up? Off the top of the customer's roof, Strong Dad is giving y'all a call.
Huh?
So,
you went out. You went out.
Oh, hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, now you go ahead.
Cool. So, I wanted to know what drugs is these.
Nope. You got you in a bad area. All right, let him fix his situation and we'll get him back in here. Let's go to Park Legend. Park Legend is gonna call in. I don't know. I think this is a new caller here. Booking flight at midnight. Hotep Con. Let's go. DMW shots coming. Renee says it's his birthday month as well. Hey man, we're gonna be celebrating our birthday together, bro. Yeah, I know. Said his mic sounds like Donnie T's tonight. They gonna clip the shit out of Donald Trump. I just know that's gonna be the headline. I'm sure they got some rules in there like, oh, you're not allowed to bring up Hunter Biden. They're probably gonna say some dumb shit like that. Why are old people going to vote for Biden? Why would... It's kind of weird.
Call from
Yo. Hello? Nope. And we got to get to Jonah. Let's go to Ohio Tep, see what's going on. Can't get the pool races. They want swimmer's insurance. It's a really nice hotel. I picked a really nice hotel. I've stayed at this hotel before. But I've never been to the pool at this hotel. But it looks really nice. So I'm sure we'll be kicking it by the pool or whatever. Strong Dad getting waterboarded. Yeah, right? But we're going to have live coverage of the presidential debate. It's going to be over on Rumble. So make sure y'all go to Rumble and follow at Hotep TV. Hotep TV over on Rumble. We have 5.4K followers as of right now, and growing. So join us over there at Hotep TV. All right. Strong Dad said he's on a rooftop. Yeah. Tari's out in Ohio. You know, Ohio people are a little bit slower than the rest of us. Boomers don't want to leave the country to us. They hate their children and their children's children.
Call from
Strong Dad.
We're gonna have 2 videographers too. Strong Dad.
My bad. I was on the rooftop.
All good. What you got for us today, bro? Happy Hotep Thursday.
Hey man, happy Hotep Thursday, y'all. First of all, before I get into anything, I just want to say that I advocate against not crying in public. My bad, y'all. I have a question, man. What kind of drugs is Trump gonna be on? Because I mean, both of these niggas is old as dirt. Like,
Diet Coke.
Diet Coke?
He gonna be on Diet Coke.
No, that nigga need more than Diet Coke. Let's be real. I don't know what this nigga does not sound. Goldstein was head on the nail right there. He doesn't make no coherent sentences either. I've listened to this nigga talk, and he sounds like an old nigga that you catching up with. He's telling you every second about his life from 5 minutes ago.
They definitely both old as shit. You're not wrong about that.
Old as shit, man. But also, I'm thinking that, I don't know, I think that they're going to hit the tough on crime angle. And I'm curious to see who's going to be the one to do it, because Biden has occasionally been the tough on crime guy. So, I mean, obviously, you know, he locked all us up. So, you know what I mean? I'm curious to see who's going to take that angle. Is Trump going to back away from that aspect because he doesn't want to lose what he believes is what keeps black voters, or is he going to try to catch it before Biden does? I'm curious about that.
Catch what?
Right there, 'cause, like the tough on crime angle, you know what I'm saying? Because like, is he gonna sit back and let Biden shoot himself in the foot with black voters since they think that all we vote for is reparations and crime shit? Like, it's, you know, be the angle that they take. I'm curious about that.
Law and Order,
Law and Order. That has to be on the menu. That could be. I
think that could be on the menu.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm excited, but either way, this is all a circus. Let's be real. They already done decided for real. And they just giving us a little soap opera, a little fun to watch. And I'm here for it. But once again, both these niggas is old as fuck. And if I had a choice, I wouldn't want either one of these niggas in office. I want a nigga who's going to live for real.
Who do you wish ran for office? Is there anybody you wish ran for office?
Oof. That should be like a poll right there, too.
Yeah.
That's an interesting question.
Chat. Let's ask the chat. Yeah, chat. Yeah. Who would you like to see run for office, man? Type it in the chat. Who would y'all like to see, man?
Definitely not a woman, that's for sure. As long as it's not a woman. Yeah, I think
no women?
No, absolutely not.
I think I agree with that.
Yeah, absolutely not. Shit, man. Real talk. I like Royce White.
Yeah, that's my pick. I'm
trying to think of sharp people who have their finger on the pulse of today, and I can't think of any. Even Vivek, I mean, that nigga's a robot. But Royce White, he definitely has energy about him. You know, give him another 5 or 8 years, even, and I feel like he could be a solid run.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna do live right now is vet some of these people are talking about right now, and I'll give you a trust meter and tell you if I fucks with them or not.
That needs to be happening. That needs to be run, because I'm curious to see what the people are saying on that.
Yeah.
But really, that's all I got for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Much love to the chat. Hotep and Bill. Let's have fun at the debate tonight. Get your push-ups ready.
All right, man. Hotep and Bill. Okay. All right. If I text you to call in, go ahead, call in. Thomas Massey. I'm not familiar with Thomas Massey's work. You guys know I don't follow politics. Here's a tweet. There's a bipartisan effort in Congress to equate criticism of the secular state of Israel to violence towards Jewish people in America. The latter is illegal, and the former is protected speech. But if a false equivalency is established, it will be forbidden to criticize Israel. It's not a bad take. It's not a bad take. I don't agree with criticizing Israel. You guys know why. But I don't think it should be conflated with Jewish people. I think you should be able to criticize the state of Israel without being called anti-Semitic. I agree with that. So far, so good from Thomas Massey. What else should I look at from this Thomas Massey guy? There's no AIPAC behind him. Pardon Snowden and free Ross. Okay. Thomas Massey is the last healthy cell in an otherwise cancerous tumor here in the U.S. Congress.
Call from
Jonah.
What's good?
What up, cuz?
None. Just sitting here in the farm, looking at all the fucking GMO Monsanto corn.
Oh, Lord. Damn.
Shit. And this shit was planted last week, and it's like 3 feet tall already. That ain't real corn.
They got that super corn?
Oh, shit, bro. It's ridiculous. But we had like huge thunderstorms and tornado warnings here and everything yesterday. It was literally like we were on the highway. You couldn't even see 100 feet. But that's neither here nor there.
Okay.
So, before we get to the shit I sent you, like, man, how the fuck they having a presidential debate when neither one of these fuckers is a candidate?
What do you mean they're not a candidate?
Neither one of them has made the convention. Neither fucking corporation that's called a political party has actually selected them, so they're not a candidate.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
What link you want me to pull up here first? I see something
No, let's not go there yet, because I'm still on this one here. Now, when we talk about this here, this is literally Operation Lockstep.
Operation Lockstep?
Yeah, it's literally the Protocols of Elders of Zion. It's literally
Lord have mercy.
Network. They're destroying the nation state, so we go to the corporations and ask them to run the world for us. That is Operation Lockstep. It is the Protocols of Elders of Zion. It is Network, the movie. The speech there, too. But, huge news. Supreme Court knocked fucking SEC down today. And Sotomayor is a retard, and there's two speeches, or two of her dissents that I quoted, or took the pictures from other fools on X. But that's kind of big news. That's more important than this fucking fake-ass this presidential debate with two non-presidential candidates.
Oh, this a real Hotep.
I laughed. Sotomayor says that SCOTUS protecting a citizen's right to trial by jury threatens the separation of powers. The court must protect Congress when it strips citizens of constitutional rights, or separation of powers. So you said what? They struck down what from the SEC today?
The SEC's ruling about trial by jury. So they've said that a citizen's entitled to a trial by jury, as it says in the fucking Constitution. Yeah. Yeah. But people are talking about these two fucking geriatric non-presidential candidates having a
All right, hold on a second. Let's get caught up here. Supreme Court on Thursday stripped the SEC of a major tool in fighting securities fraud, and a decision that also could have far-reaching effects on other regulatory agencies. The justices ruled in a 6-3 vote that people accused of fraud by the SEC have the right to a jury trial in federal court. The in-house proceedings the SEC has used in some civil fraud complaints, including against Houston hedge fund manager George Jarkessi, and violate the Constitution, the court said. A defendant facing a fraud suit has the right to be tried by a jury of his peers before a neutral adjudicator. Wait, Sonia told us, read her dissent in court, who said litigants who seek to dismantle the administrative state would rejoice in this decision. Oh, this is a good look right here. For those and countless other agencies, all the majority can say is tough luck. Who voted against this?
Oh, Sotomayor, Kagan, and fucking KBJ, I'm guessing.
Oh my God.
Actually, no. Let's be honest. I didn't actually read who voted, but if I'm being honest, Amy Coney Barrett probably fucking voted against it, and KBJ actually probably voted for the citizens having the right to trial by jury. Actually, that's my guess. Because Coney Barrett is a fucking corporate shill, straight up. And KBJ is actually pretty good when it comes to civil rights because that's her whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but again, just tell me how they're having the presidential debate without fucking naming the actual candidates. Like, this is an op, somehow, but it's going to be a shit show. Something's going to happen to make fucking everyone distracted. And then they're going to do, they'll probably come down with some other court decisions tomorrow, or, it wasn't BB saying that the U.S. has to give them weapons by a certain date, or something else is going to be there, but they want this shit show so people talk about the shit show and the fucking soap opera drama rather than the fucking the stripping of their rights, or, the war being pushed on us, or whatever else they're trying to push instead of this fucking 2 geriatrics.
Yeah, so it was Kagan, Jackson, and Sotomayor. So basically the fucking Dems.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised on that. I would have thought it could Coney Barrett for sure. But anyways.
I'm going to have to read the dissenting opinion when I get a chance.
Yeah, I haven't got it. I was on the for speaking.
Huh? Wait, what?
I was like, that's big fucking news. Especially, too, knocking down the SEC. Fuck them fools.
Yeah.
Well, just one more administrate that needs to be actually abolished. And, yes, people should be rejoicing when the fucking Sotomayor is crying about it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Hotep and build.
Hotep and Bill. Appreciate you, Jonah. Jonah getting us right as always. I saw SCOTUS trending today, and I didn't pay it no mind. I just didn't pay it no mind. But this is interesting. It seems like they made the right decision. I mean, SEC definitely needs to be fucking checked. You know what I'm saying? Now, this Massey guy seems to be cool. Let's see, he says abolish the Federal Reserve. Okay. Terminate the Department of Education. I'm behind that. End the federal ban of raw milk. I'm behind that. Stop COVID vax mandates. I'm behind that. Quit taxing tips. I'm behind that. Prohibit funding of censorship. This guy seems all right. Lord Miles here says repeal the Civil Rights Act. This is one of those topics that I want to study up on, because I'm not sure if I agree or disagree yet. Just not sure. Mostly because I find that the Civil Rights Act may be more harmful than good. And that's following
Call from.
Following the words of Janice Rogers Brown. She's very conservative, and I think she'd probably go along with that as well. Tari.
What up?
What's up, bro? What's your predictions tonight for the debate?
Shoot, I was hoping I wouldn't have to follow up after Jonah. Now
that's
like even important.
Yep, that's a hard act to follow.
What I was gonna say is, I think this whole, obviously the whole mic thing is specifically for Trump. I think
it's a promotion
what
for
they're
Trump.
trying to do is, yeah. I don't think they worried about Biden interrupting him. If anything, it saves Biden if he's like to try to interrupt him and make a fool of himself, embarrass himself, or incriminate himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he'll be muted as well. But for Trump, it'll be like he'll probably be more likely to be saying stuff like on the side, and it'll kind of make him look childish. You know how they always try to say like, oh, he's a child and everything. He's not you know how they do the
Immature and all of that.
what
Yeah.
is it? Yeah, I forget what you call it. The something politics or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I think that's the main reason they're doing the whole mute thing. But I think if he'd be smart, I don't really expect him to go attack Joe Biden's like mental capacity too much unless some shots get directed towards him.
Mm-hmm.
I think for what I would say is I kind of hope that they're looking at Burgum for the VP, because if they are,
Yeah.
maybe he'd bring some of what Burgum brought to the other debates to this debate.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll be more focused on actual topics, because if he does have somebody like that, on his team, he probably is more likely to do a good job in the debates. He does kind of speak like a 5-year-old sometimes, but I think like with the right coaches and everything, the right information, he can actually do pretty well in a debate, because he knows how to spin it. He knows how to speak to the crowd and everything. So
Right.
that's what I hope to see. Trying to be positive about it. But I think that the felony stuff is going to come up a lot too. I think they're going to try to focus a lot on him and not a lot on Biden. I think that's the main thing. And then the mic is also to keep Biden just from not really even being heard if he is saying anything in the background.
Yeah.
Like they only want to make him look good. So the mics help them do that, and it makes it easy to make Trump clippable too.
Right.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's my.
Who you got winning, Trump?
I'm not sure. I think I would agree with AK when you say the bar is so low. But
Right.
Biden wins as long as he doesn't look like he's like out of it or anything, right? Which might happen, I think, still. But like I said, they mitigate most of it with the mute and everything, I think.
Right. Right. Right.
Play.
All right. Appreciate your analysis.
That's all I got for you.
I'll see you tonight.
See y'all tonight. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill. Tari on the check-in. Let's look at this. So, Chief Justice Roberts delivered the opinion of the court. In 2013, the SEC initiated an enforcement action against respondents George Jarcasi Jr., seeking civil penalties for alleged securities fraud. The SEC chose to adjudicate the matter in-house before one of its administrative law judges rather than in federal court, where respondents could have proceeded before a jury. We consider whether the Seventh Amendment permits the SEC to compel respondents to defend themselves before the agency rather than before a jury in federal court. I'm in favor of pulling as much power away from the SEC as possible. They've been an absolute nightmare. In the aftermath of the Wall Street crash of 1929, Congress passed a suite of laws designed to combat securities fraud and increase market transparency, right? Securities Act of 1933, which also happened to be the same year that we went off the gold standard, I believe. These acts respectively govern the registration, trading securities, C. Lorenzo, excuse me. Okay, all right. Let's go to, I want to see her dissenting opinion. I want to see what her dissenting opinion was. See how BS it was. Okay. Let's keep going. Keep going. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. This is a concurring opinion. All right, let's just jump here and see if we can. Is this it? No. Nope. It's deep in this document somewhere. Okay, here we go. Obviously, I'm not going to read all of this, but... Ah, damn, lady. Sotomayor. These women are a pain in the ass, yo. It's 3. All right, you still got to scroll up. Yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Bitch, how much shit you got to say? Jesus Christmas. All right, here we go. Throughout our nation's history, Congress has authorized agency adjudicators to find violations of statutory obligations and award civil penalties to the government as an injured sovereign. The Constitution, this court has said, does not require these civil penalty claims belonging to the government to be tried before a jury in federal court. Congress can instead assign them to an agency for initial adjudication, subject to judicial review. This court is blessed that practice repeatedly, declaring it settled judicial construction. Congress has taken the court's word at face value and has enacted more than 200 statutes authorizing dozens of agencies to impose civil penalties for violations of statutory obligations. Congress had no reason to anticipate the chaos today's majority would unleash after all these years. Okay. Today, for the very first time, the court holds that Congress violated the Constitution by authorizing a federal agency to adjudicate a statutory right that inheres in the government in its sovereign capacity, also known as public right. According to the majority, the Constitution requires the government to seek civil penalties for federal securities fraud before a jury in federal court. The nature of this remedy is, in majority's view, virtually dispositive. That is plainly wrong. This court has held, without exception, that Congress has broad latitude to create statutory obligations that entitle the government to civil penalties and then assign their enforcement outside the regular courts of law where there are no juries, which I find troubling. The fact that Congress has set up these agencies, I find that troubling. Because it's like the agencies could just run wild and run unchecked. Like the SEC, you just do something and then they're like pulling you into court and whatnot. And it's like, then they get to settle these regulations on what you get to do. Somebody's got to check these fools. Beyond the majority's legal errors, its ruling reveals a far more fundamental problem. This court's repeat failure to appreciate that it can threaten the separation of powers. Okay. Here, that threat comes from the court's mistaken conclusion that Congress cannot assign a certain public rights matter for initial adjudication to the executive because it must come only in the judiciary. Okay. The majority today upends longstanding precedent. Okay. Filed in federal court or adjudicated the matter. Okay. Security exchange and investment specifically will audit the hedge. A prominent accounting firm will audit the hedge funds. 2, a prominent investment bank would serve as the fund's prime broker. 3, one of the funds would invest 50% of its capital in certain life insurance policies. In reality, the audit never took place. The bank never opened up a prime brokerage account. All right, so we could stop right here because the SEC lays out guidelines, right? And there were some guidelines that the SEC laid out, like for what kind of bonds a bank should hold. And some banks were a victim of this. This Silicon Valley Bank, First Republic Bank, and there were some others too. And the SEC, told them, hold long term instead of short term. They did that, and then when they tried to readjust their assets, then it caused a run. But had they been in short term, and in hindsight, everybody's like, oh, you should have held short term. But the regulations say, so, this just goes back to the fact that it's not really a free market when you have an agency telling you what you have to do, whatever. And I think you just really need to let the free market decide, is this a reputable company, et cetera, and yeah, well. This is reminiscent of reading FTX paperwork. Exactly. This sounds like the crypto situation. It sounds exactly like the crypto situation. Congress violating the Constitution is a wild statement. Yeah, she's being a bit hyperbolic. He's being a bit hyperbolic. But, you can pretty much expect that. Uh-oh. Wow. Let's pull this up on the screen. Renee, hard at work. He's already got the Trump Burgum campaign flyer right there. Oh, that's fire. That's great work, bro. Phenomenal work, Renee. I like Dougie, man. I think Dougie's it, man. I think he's a good VP pick. Especially if you're looking for boring, but knows his shit. Because again, when we were looking at that debate stage, you guys see me cover the debates. Nobody was sharper than Burgum. Nobody. I mean, he had all of his ducks in order. All of them. They thought he did a fabulous job. If you want to go loud and, pray and spray, then you got to go Vivek. I just don't know. What is this general strategy when a president picks a VP, right? Doesn't he kind of want to go smart and boring, I think? Doug won those debates on points. I agree. Why do Hoteps trust Trump? All right. We got to go to the polls. Do the Hoteps trust Trump? Let's let the people, the viewers of the show, educate this viewer and see how well they know us. I'm not going to say anything. Do the Hoteps trust Trump? Let's see how well they know me. You must be new here. Why would you think 85% say no? See, they know us. Kamar said, I don't trust no politician. I don't know that nigga. Tari said, depends on what you mean by trust. AK said, I trust the bag. Exactly. I'm about the bag. And Biden has shown that we can't get no money in his economy, but Trump's economy, you can get to the bag. And that's all I care about. Because everything else is up to the deep state. And I don't even think, and let me be clear, because people may believe that Trump is actually going to do something to stimulate the economy. And it's kind of true. Maybe he will, but it's his presence. It's just him being there makes people believe in investing. The stock market goes up. It just him being there. They just like, oh, Trump's here, so we're going to get lower taxes. it makes people breathe a sigh of relief. So the whales are more loose with their money. And I think that's really what it comes down to. So shout out to the fam. They know us very well over here. Welcome, new guy. Well, you have a lot to learn. This is not the ordinary space you may be used to where people trust politicians. But yeah, we are a unique and eclectic bunch. And, you know, we call it straight down the middle. You know, what can you do for me? That's really what it comes down to. But you know, trusting Trump, I trust Trump to be Trump, like somebody said. You know, I had to jump in the chat for this one. I trust the pesos. Yeah. Yeah, that's really what this is about. This isn't a partisan zone. Facts. Yeah, this is not a partisan zone. I mean, we lean more right because the left is just, I mean, like, you can't even lean left. It's not even possible to lean left, right? It's just, if you lean left, you're just going to lean right into, you know, some gay shit. So that's a huge no for me. You know? But I just think, you know, he's a signal. He's a signal to the whales like, hey, man, I'm going to protect corporate interest and, you know, we could let it rock. You know? Here's something interesting. You know, I was arguing with some of my followers last night. I said, PSA, you don't need a printing press to create inflation. Inflation is a natural phenomenon in money mechanics and economics. The printing press merely makes it worse. Argue with Adam Smith and Murray Rothbard. And some people lost their shit. Like, oh my God, he's... Yeah, I was accused of, you know, being on the side of the bankers. This guy, Bob, right versus left. He did a whole thread and shit. And then he woke up this morning and did another thread. And I'm like, bro, like, you got to read the whole thing. And a lot of people lost, they got lost in this. They really got lost in this. And I had to explain it to them. I had to run it down to a lot of people, but, you know, because I don't want to be mistaken. Some guy was like, oh, he's supporting modern monetary theory and all that gobsmack. And I'm like, I literally wrote the book on the printing press. Like, literally published a report on this stuff. I'm going to pull it up and show you here. Like this guy right here. All right. Let's go here. So, somebody said, would you please explain how a society or economy could naturally create too much money chasing too few goods? And I told him inflation can occur naturally by 4 common ways. One is war, natural disaster, human behavioral changes, which can be media influenced, and then 4, technology growth. And then I had people, you know, try to challenge this one, and I was smacking people around. This guy says human behavior changes could lead to deflation as well. Technology growth will virtually always lead to deflation, not inflation. Who creates and uses the technology that results in fewer consumer goods? So number 3 is a maybe, 4 is wrong. And I said, and I had to pull out the old Vegeta here. I said deflation for the nation with the tech, inflation for the nation without the tech. And we've covered this when we went over the British mandate and how prices rose as resources were dumped into the land of Canaan. Okay. So, you know, here's where people are arguing with me. And then this guy says, since 1913, we've had an unimaginable tech boom. And what do you say here? Ridiculous inflation. The Fed has targeted 2%, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And I'm like, yes, I know. And that's the thing, like, a lot of people, you know, they hear about the Federal Reserve. They watch one little video on the Federal Reserve, and now they think they know everything about everything. Now they think they know everything about the printing press, inflation, and money. But me being the geek that I am, right? So here's another guy right here. He says, inflation of gold is generally predictable. Inflation of fiat is generally whimsical. One is massively preferable to the other. And I responded, I said, gold was version 1 of the monetary psyop. You'll get it later, hopefully. Might have to wait 20 years for Candace to explain it to you.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Because a lot of people buy into the whole gold standard situation, right? In order to do that, I'm going to show you this book you got to read. I pointed to it last night. So here's another guy. He says, bro, we used to be gold and silver standard. We had stable prices and even deflation until the Federal Reserve in 1913. So again, these guys watch one little video on the Federal Reserve, you know, and then all of a sudden they think they know everything. So first of all, the first mistake they made was saying that America had stable prices. I literally published a report called the Patriot Report that showed you not every, but some of the major points in time where prices were not stable. Prices in the colonies were not stable. But anyway, he's talking about bimetallism, right? Gold and silver. Well, silver used to be the currency until it wasn't. Okay, that's why I said, like, people got stuck on this, you know, gold standard, right? And that's, again, this is a psyop, right? What money system do you think is best? Best for who and what? It's a loaded question. You're going to have to call in for that one. We're going to have to walk through that one. Text a number and call in, 202-596-5631. We can walk through that conversation. I'd love to have that conversation with you because it's very loaded. Anyway, he says here, you know, that prior to the Federal Reserve, we didn't have inflation. And it says right here, I pulled the source, it didn't take long to find. Europe and the rest of the world suffered inflation when gold and silver started flowing into the old world from the new world in the 16th century, right? And this was something that followed a phenomenon called Gresham's Law. Gresham's Law is where bad money drives out good, okay? This is you see Wikipedia here. Gresham's Law is a monetary principle stating that bad money drives out good. For example, if there are two forms of commodity money in circulation, which are accepted by law, again, the PSYOP, as having similar face value, the more valuable commodity will gradually disappear from circulation, right? So when you study bimetallism, there's a whole lot here. Anyway, let's go back. I don't want to cover this too deeply because we'll be here forever. So anyway, after I did that, I'm like, maybe people just need to know the resources. So a couple of books you need to read right here. Number 1, Adam Smith, Wealth of Nations. Number 2, Murray Rothbard, A History of Money and Banking in the United States. I think this is probably the most important one. 3, I would say this one is also very important. This is, you know, kids should definitely read this. Like teenagers, they should understand this. They should like work through understanding this book. But Robert Murphy, Understanding Money Mechanics, really good. I would say the first 3 quarters you got to read. The last part, if I remember correctly, is like he dives into crypto and Bitcoin or something like that, if I remember correctly. Number 4, my report, the Patriot Report. You should go read that as well. Bring your tissues with you because you might be sad. Is that you? Yeah, that's you. And then 5, G. Edward Griffin, The Creature from Jekyll Island. Now, a lot of people think that this book is about the Federal Reserve, and it partly is, but this is going to be, so when you read The Creature from Jekyll Island, you're going to get some of this money mechanics information, okay? If you want to learn about bimetallism and inflation, you want to check out Murray Rothbard's work, History of Banking in the United States. Know thyself. What's up, bro?
Hey, how you doing, Hotep? Peace to the chat.
Peace. So you had that question. You said, what do I think is the best what?
Money system. So I like how you mentioned earlier how gold is the first PSYOP. And so, because, you know, people go back and forth. It's like, oh, the money standard, the gold standard. And I have, you're probably one of the first people I've heard mention, like, well, the gold is another PSYOP. And so kind of with that throughout history, I mean, I guess I'm being best for the people because we're all kind of average people. We all want to keep our money safe. I know you're, like, heavy into the crypto. So do you think, like, markets that the people get to determine are the best, or so that was kind of my determination. I would guess best for average people. Would be my question.
Okay, so first of all, let's go to this website, 10th Amendment. What is the name of this? What is this website? I want to show you in writing. Here we go, the 10th Amendment Center. Here we go. And then let's just type in, let's go here. And then right here. And then I want to show you in legislation. In legislation, it literally says that money is whatever your government says it is. Okay? That's what money is, not what you deem to be money. What is legal tender is determined by your government. And I'm trying to find it. Here's a nice article. It says right here. So this is the 10th Amendment Center.com. Really dope website. Lots of great resources. It says right here, several presidential candidates are floating the idea of returning to some form of gold standard in the U.S., although none have gone into any great detail. Transacted electronically. And no, this might not be a good resource. All right, so that's lesson one, right? I'm not going to spend too much time finding it, but if you look at any like state legislation as to, you know, what is deemed money, it says whatever the government says is money. Now let's go to silver currency, right? So at one point, silver was the currency. And it says right here, the wiki page, this is on silver standard. It says the move away from silver to the gold standard began in the 18th century when Great Britain set the gold guinea's price in silver higher than international prices on the recommendation of Sir Isaac Newton, attracting gold and putting them on a de facto gold standard.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
That sounds like what, sir? Starts with an S. I'm going to read it one more time. What does this sound like to you? What economic system does it sound like to you? The move away from silver to the gold standard. Hold on, I'm going to put this on the screen. To the gold standard began in the 18th century when Great Britain set the gold guinea's price in silver higher than international prices. What does that sound like to you, sir? First hint is it starts with the letter S. The second letter is O. Third letter is C.
Stop.
S-O-C. S-O-C-I.
Oh, socialism?
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Socialism, sir. Now, when I tell people Great Britain was operating on a socialism, and people think of socialism, they like to go to the Bolshevik Revolution and all that shit. The people were using silver as the main currency. The gold standard is the first psyop because Great Britain meddled in the market and changed the price of gold.
So is this why you support crypto? Because it's like another version of the people getting to determine their own prices and standard versus
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I just like the fact that we get to create our own money, right? Because that is the first issue when we had whatchamacallit, when the colonies were first established, right? King George basically told the colonies you can't print your own money, and that was I can pull it up here for you in a second. That's also in my book. But he basically put out an edict and said, no, y'all can't print your own money. Just stop it. Stop it. You just don't do it. Don't even try it. It's not allowed. So don't do it, right? Right here it go. This is the first chapter right here. And it's called the Currency Act. But what year was this? Currency Act of... But the point of the matter, Currency Act of 1751. All right. So we got the Currency Act of 1751, right? And the Currency Act of 1751 was basically saying the states were printing their own money. And it says right here, the Currency Act or Paper Bills of Credit Act is one of several acts the Parliament of Great Britain that regulated paper money issued by the colonies of British America. The colonies of British America. The act sought to protect British merchants and creditors from being paid in depreciated colonial currency. So again, people talk about prices in America were stable in early America. No, the fuck they were not. It depended on where you are. If you're in Pennsylvania, they were somewhat stable. If you were in Massachusetts, they dealt with runaway inflation. Many other states dealt with runaway inflation, right? And this is all covered in my report, the Patriot Report. But the fact of the matter is, I like crypto because I don't want some parliament saying, here's the currency you have to use. No, if I want to transact in fucking Apex pills, that's what the fuck I'm going to transact in.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. And that definitely. So you're more so saying when whatever gives the people more power to determine what they spend versus the
freedom.
Or okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm gonna take a second here to try and find. I might have to go to my locals. I know I have this bookmarked on my locals somewhere. I'm gonna pull this up in a second, and I'm gonna show you where it says. I'm gonna show you where it says. Hold on. Let's go dashboard. I hate the way locals is set up. It's so hard to use. Let's go here. And then we're going to go down to, hold on. Here we go. Let's go here. Okay. And then I'm going to pull up the actual bill. And you'll be able to see it. Here, let's pull that up. And then let's go back. Yeah, it defines what a CBDC is. Let me see if I can find it. All right, here we go, right here. It says money. Can you guys see this? Good. Money means a medium of exchange currently authorized or adopted by a domestic or foreign government. When you go look at state legislation, federal legislation, I'm pretty sure all of them, there might be, maybe one or two I might be missing, but pretty much all of them say money is whatever is adopted by a domestic or foreign government. That's what money is. So people have all their definitions. The government has their own definition, a medium of exchange that they say is legal tender. It continues, it says the term, and this is Missouri, the term includes a monetary unit of account established by intergovernmental organization or by an agreement between two or more countries. That's the definition of money according to your governments. Right? So now let's back up and go into your question. What do I think is the best form of money? Somebody asked me this question last night, and my answer is I don't know. I don't fucking know. It depends on where you're at and what time period you are and what you guys choose to be money, right? I might say Syscoin is the best form of money, but that's not for me to decide. That's more for a particular society to decide what they prefer to use as money. Some societies use seashells and other bullshit, but All I know is that the gold standard, right, that everybody is all up in arms about, oh, the gold standard is only here, as I showed you, because Great Britain made it so. Now, you can talk about the uses of gold and all that stuff because there's a lot of great properties, scientific properties that gold has. You can talk about all of that. Malleable, incorruptible, doesn't rust, conducts electricity. You can talk about all of that stuff. But I'm talking about historically, why we moved from silver to gold is because Great Britain was practicing socialism. Facts.
That makes sense. I appreciate that. I appreciate the bill, Hotep.
Absolutely.
You made it clear for me.
Yeah, love it. Thank you, bro.
Man, Hotep and Bill, peace to the chat, y'all. Thank y'all.
All right, Hotep and Bill. I think the brother was a little nervous. It's hard to be in front of people, man. I used to have a tremendous stage fright. Socialism, redistribution, yeah. Okay. All right. Did anybody learn anything from that? Thumbs up in the chat if you learned something new there. Okay. But it says right there, the move away from the silver to gold standard began in the 18th century when Great Britain set the gold guinea's price in silver higher than international prices, on recommendation from Sir Isaac Newton, attracting gold and putting them on a de facto gold standard. Britain formalized the gold standard in 1821. Gold is the first psyop. The first psyop. So when people come, right, we got to go back now. Where was that brother? He was talking about, we were talking about inflation and all of that. And he was like, oh, the gold standard. And I'm like, bro, like gold is the first psyop. And I can't even definitively say it's the first psyop because gold has been currency for other nations, other empires, et cetera, et cetera. But silver, it's very interesting, the silver conversation. In fact, in order to understand the silver conversation, you got to go to, I'm pretty sure, it might be a chapter in Rothbard, History of Money and Banking. I think it's one of the chapters. You can get this book for free, actually, right here. I forgot. You can get it for free on Mises.org. That's why I love Mises. Yeah. All right. So here it is. Let's go to the table of contents. All right. Origins of Federal Reserve. All right. Here it is. The gold exchange standard and the interwar years. Let's type in F. Let's type in silver. I'm sorry, I'm a geek. When y'all get me on this shit, I'll just be. It gets deep. It gets deep, man. As an outpost of Great Britain, can you guys see this? As an outpost of Great Britain, colonial America, of course, used British pounds, pence, and shillings as its money. So they would talk about, oh, America was this, that, and the third. Now, y'all was using Britain money. Great Britain was officially on a silver standard, with the shilling defined as equal to 86 pure troy grains of silver, and with silver as so defined legal tender for all debts. However, Britain also coined gold and maintained a bimetallic standard by fixing the gold guinea, here it is, of gold as an equal value to a certain number of silver. In that way, gold became, in effect, legal tender as well. Okay? I had to study this book in order to even write the Patriot Report. Unfortunately, by establishing bimetallism, Britain became perpetually subject to the evil known as, we just went over this, Gresham's Law, which states that when a government compulsorily overvalues one money and undervalues another, the undervalued money will leave the country or disappear in hordes, while the overvalued money will flood into circulation. Hence the popular catchphrase is Gresham's Law, bad money drives out good. But the important point to note is that the triumph of bad money is the result not of perverse free market competition, but of government using the compulsory legal tender power to privilege one money above another. This is a history of money and banking in the United States by Murray Rothbard, a very brilliant Jew. Okay. All right. In the 17th, 18th century Britain, the government maintained a mint ratio between gold and silver that consistently overvalued gold and undervalued silver in relation to world market prices, with the resultant disappearance and outflow of full-bodied silver coins and an influx of gold, and the maintenance and circulation of only eroded and lightweight silver coins. Attempts to rectify the fixed bimetallic ratios were always too little too late. So before y'all get to the Jews and the Federal Reserve and, the Bolshevik Revolution, Great Britain was a socialist nation. That's what I be trying to tell people. Like, Jews didn't come up with this shit. They was already fixing prices of your money in Great Britain. Continues and says, in the sparsely settled American colonies, money, as it always does, arose in the market as a useful and scarce commodity and began to serve as a general media exchange. Thus, beaver fur and wampum were used as money in the North for exchanges with Indians, and fish and corn also served as money. Y'all got to read this book in order to understand money. Rice was used as money in South Carolina. Rice was used as money in South Carolina. And the most widespread use of commodity money was tobacco, which served as money in Virginia. The pound of tobacco was the currency in Virginia, with warehouse receipts and tobacco circulation as money backed 100% by tobacco and warehouse. So you had tobacco money. So when people come in my mentions, talk about prices were stable, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Price of what? Price of what? Tobacco money? Rice money? Do you know the history of your country? Now, this is a certain type of money. This is called commodity money. Okay. While commodity, and this is something Zimbabwe's trying to do, they're trying to establish commodity money with gold and digital currency. While commodity money continued to serve satisfactorily in rural areas, as the colonial economy grew, Americans imported gold and silver coins to serve as monetary media in urban centers and in foreign trade. Okay, so this is where we get the importation. You see right here, shilling and dollar manipulations. They're going to go into that, how they manipulated the currency. Here's government paper money. Now, here's another thing. People love to talk about the Jews, right? And I just said this last night. Hold on, let me pull this up. Watch this. Watch this. Look right here. So this dude said, I'm seeing you downplay the influence of the printer, right? And blah, blah, blah. I said, but it started with the Byzantines, then the French. We're talking about fractional reserve banking. Then some guy hops in and talks about the Romans, right? And you see it says this post has been deleted, right? And I said, technically, it was the Chinese, but who's counting, right? Because you go back far enough. Now let's go back to the book. What does the book say right here? Government paper money. What does Murray Rothbard say, people? Not Jews, not the white man. Apart from medieval China, which invented both paper and printing centuries before the West, the world had never seen government paper money until the colonial government of Massachusetts emitted fiat paper issue in 1690.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Y'all got to read the work. Y'all got to read the work. Otherwise, you're going to be lost in the sauce. You're going to be saying all types of anti-Semitic shit and this is why I say this is why the Jews can get away with saying y'all shit is anti-Semitic, because y'all be talking about how they created the printing press. And I'm like, no, that was the Chinese. So you are factually incorrect. You are historically illiterate, as Shaka says. So then you come out and you blame something on a group of people and you're incorrect, which means you just want to hate another group of people because you didn't fact check your own self. Okay? So credit goes to China for inventing both paper and printing centuries before the West. And this is what I was telling dude last night, and he deleted the tweet because he tried to talk about Rome. And I'm like, well, technically it was the Chinese, but who's counting? Like, I'm not really trying to go all into detail. But I told him technically it was the Chinese. And that's because I've read this book. Shout out to Chad, because Chad's the one that told me about Mises. I went to Mises.org and I downloaded every book I could and just kept reading and reading and reading. I'm like, oh, I'm learning so much. Now, last one. Let's type in inflation. Oh, it's a shit. It's like 416. Oh, damn, I'm not going to be able to find anything. I might have to do an inflation presentation on at a later date because I'm not going to be able to find. It's, yeah, I'll have to scour this book. You know who has Soul has good work on inflation. Oh shit, even he has a bunch of yeah, even Soul's got a lot of information. This is his book, Basic Economics. And he's got a bunch of references. I'm not going to be able to find it. All right, here we go. This is a pretty good. So people are arguing with me about this too, right? Like, what is inflation? And it was like, people think inflation is a rise in prices. Well, what does Soul say? Inflation is a general rise in prices.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Right? It says the national price level rises for the same reason that prices of particular goods and services rise, namely that there is more demanded than supplied at a given price. So demand is higher than supply. If demand is higher than supply, you're going to have inflation. So some people think inflation only comes because of the printing press. Right? And he gives you a whole history. Soul does a whole deep dive into inflation here. And it'll show you. It says right here, when people have more money, they tend to spend more. Without a corresponding increase in the volume of output, the prices of existing goods and services simply rise because the quantity demanded exceeds the quantity supplied at current prices, and either people bid against each other during the shortage or sellers realize the increased demand for their products at existing prices and raise their prices accordingly. So nowhere in here does Soul mention a printing press. Nowhere in here does Soul mention a printing press. That comes later. Whatever the money consists of, seashells, gold, or whatever, more of it in a national economy means higher prices. This relationship between the total amount of money and the general price level has been seen for centuries. When Alexander the Great began spending the captured treasures of the Persians, price rose in Greece. That's why I was talking about before, where external nations could be affected by other nations, or your nation could be affected by external nations, or vice versa. Similarly, when the Spaniards removed vast amounts of gold from their colonies in the Western Hemisphere, price levels rose not only in Spain, but across Europe, because the Spaniards used too much of their wealth to buy imports from other European countries. So people keep talking about the printing press. And I'm like, yo, y'all are stuck on 1913 and you don't understand what inflation is. You do not need a printing press to create inflation. All you need is conquest. Conquest alone can create inflation. And I told you that about Palestine. Sending their gold to those countries to pay for those purchases added to the total money supply across the continent. None of this is hard to stand. Complications and confusion come in when we start thinking about such mystical and fallacious things such as intrinsic value of money, or believe that gold somehow backs up our money or in some mysterious way gives it value. This is the gold psyop. Y'all niggas don't fucking read, yo.
I wish all the black people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the white people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the Hispanics were as smart as Hotep Jesus. Because that guy, he really gets it. He knows how to boil it down.
And niggas are arguing with me on Twitter. But as John Henry Clark said, the more you talk, the more I realize what you haven't read. You're not reading the word. AK, talk to him. Talk to him, man. So people talking about the dream of returning to the gold standard. And I'm like, you moving from one psyop to the old psyop. Thinking those is the glory days. Oh, gold has some sort of intrinsic value. And these are the same people that'll tell you, listen to Thomas Sowell. But all they do is they know Thomas Sowell, the YouTuber. They know Thomas Sowell digging on feminists. But they don't read Thomas Sowell. When people told me about Thomas Sowell, I said, well, who is he? Give me the book. So I grabbed the book and I studied the book. Then I come back and talk to the timeline. They telling me I'm crazy. And I'm like, but y'all said Thomas Sowell was the truth. Y'all told me this is who I should look to for information. Like jumping out of the fire into the pan. Exactly. So when I come back, right, and people tell me that inflation is something, you know, from the printer, right? And I tell people, yo, inflation is natural. Right here. Right here. I had to put out a public service announcement. I said public service announcement. I didn't. Public service now. You don't need a printing press to create inflation. Inflation is a natural phenomenon in money mechanics and economics. The printing press merely makes it worse. Somebody asked me, how could this occur naturally? The first thing I mentioned was war. And this is all off memory. I ain't looking nothing up. This is just all off memory and common sense. And what does Thomas Sowell talk about right here? He talks about right here. Alexander the Great. What is he known for? War. Alexander the Gay, right there. What is he known for? War. Right here. When the Spaniards removed vast amounts of gold from their colonies, war. War can create inflation. When you take somebody else's shit and bring it back, you increase prices. And don't tell me inflation is not the increase in prices, but that's what Soul said.
I wish all the black people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the white people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the Hispanics were as smart as Hotep Jesus. Because that guy, he really gets it. He knows how to boil it down.
Yeah, beat them with their source. Exactly. All I did was study the work they told me to study. And then I came back and told them what the work they told me to study said. And they told me I was fucking crazy and I'm shilling for the central bank. And I'm just like, nah, like this is the information that I got. But a country's policy around inflation, when it happens, changes or influences things. Now the reaction. Aha. How should a country react to inflation? Now that's a complicated question. So Mansa Musa crashed the economies everywhere when he went on that gold donation tour. Bingo. Now I wanted to use that, but I didn't want to go to Mansa Musa because then people were like, oh, it's a Hotep. Of course they're going to use an African. So I used the shit that they understand, like the Byzantines, the Romans. Now here's your history. Here's what happened in your history. I ain't even going to talk about our history. Here's what happened in your history. Mansa Musa was the first thing that came to mind, but I'm like, let's go deeper. But yeah, same thing. Mansa Musa goes around, right? He apparently he was the richest man ever, and he goes into your town and he throws money everywhere. Is that a printing press? Is that the Federal Reserve? No, it's an increase in fucking money supply. But it didn't have to come from the printing press. Just somebody visiting your nation could fuck your shit up. Somebody passing through your nation can create inflation. Technology can create inflation. Or it can create deflation. But yes, Jay, policy is... And that's why I say it's kind of hard to these things aren't just so cut and dry, you know? So far, I'm kind of like a hands-off approach. I'm kind of like, don't touch nothing. If your country is experiencing inflation, try to find the source of that inflation and kick that nigga out and then wait for prices to stabilize. But I'm not sure if that's good advice because, again, I have to do more studying before I can really... How to beat inflation. See Javier in Argentina. I could have did better than him. I would have just released a stable coin. If Javier released a stable coin and a meme coin, yo, Washington not gonna let him do that because he could have rivaled the dollar. He could have rivaled the dollar. But he's not allowed to do that. Washington not gonna let him do that. IMF not gonna let him do that. But he did do some course correction for Argentina, but it wasn't that hard. I mean, all you had to do was stop spending. Like, we just saw, Thomas Sowell and other guys talk about inflation and government spending is creating inflation, right? This is true. So if Javier comes in and stops government spending, it didn't exactly create a miracle. He just did like some basic bitch shit, which is the right thing to do. Not taking anything away, but it's not some great miracle. Noto says not. Argentina's inflation is through the roof, like highest ever. All Javier did was let Salt Street Strip mine his economy. Well, they are experiencing the highest inflation ever, but he slowed it. He slowed the rate. You are correct, Notos. They are experiencing the highest inflation ever, but he's slowing it down. Okay. Anyway, I'm out of here, man. I done went OT and shit. Thank you for helping meet my goal today. Cassius Cam, AK, Jabari Judah, Weathered Ham, Sage Wizzle, Spotless. I appreciate y'all. We meet our goal. We'll be back tonight, Hotep Thursday, Debate Thursday. Okay? Tonight, 8 p.m. And then 9 p.m. the debate starts, and we'll be going live on Rumble after that. All right? Be well, stay merry, tell somebody in your family that you love them, and as always, Hotep and Bill.
Welcome to the 4th annual Grifties and the first ever live Grifty Awards. And now for your hosts, Uncle Hotep and Hotep Jesus.
Yo, no George, but I can't even breathe in this joint.
That's fucked up. He working on that Coon of the Year award.
Black people, am I right? We've got some great categories tonight, including athlete.
We'll say what's up to your dad. Seasons COVID-19.
Who did you want? Hamlin? Hamlin's a sleeper. Hamlin's a sleeper.
Female, musical, celebrity, people's political grifty, the Hall of Fame, and a surprise category.
Y'all see we professional. We got the teleprompter and shit. And of course, the one everyone is waiting for, Grifter of the Year award.
From podcasts to movies.
DJ Protocol.
Yeah, DJ, that's the time to do it.
This is not a grift. I really think Lil Nas X is a gay demon.
How dare you?
Unlike most modern award shows, none of these women have penises.
Women shouldn't speak anyways.
Y'all picked the blackest room for a black. Paint the walls white so I can see y'all next time.
All coons look alike to me.
Some of you white people too. Some of y'all look like you came from 8 Mile.
We're halfway through. No one's been shot yet.
But I'm going to say at the Grifty Awards, there's only one person more arrogant, more self-assured than me, and that's Hotep Jesus.
Grifter of the Year. Clap it up for old Uncle Hotep.
Hopefully my kids will watch this and be inspired and stuff like that.
Fuck them kids.
I'm looking for my wallet. I'm like, oh, thank God he didn't take it. Thank God.